Most people know The Conjuring as one of the scariest horror films of the last decade. A haunted farmhouse, a family tormented, a demonic presence named Bathsheba Sherman. But here's the thing, the real story behind that movie is darker, slower, and in some ways even more disturbing than what Hollywood showed. Because before it was a blockbuster, it was the life of the Perron family, and what they experienced inside that Rhode Island farmhouse might change how you see the film forever. In January of 1971, Roger and Carolyn Perron moved their 5 daughters into a massive 18th century farmhouse in Harrisville, Rhode Island. 200 acres of quiet land, wide creaking floors, old beams that seemed to hold centuries of secrets. By day it felt peaceful. By night, isolated. When the keys were handed over, the previous owner gave Carolyn one strange warning. Leave the lights on at night. No explanation. Just that. At first, it was subtle. A broom shifting across the kitchen. Doors opening on their own. Cold drafts where no windows were ajar. Nothing violent, just enough to make you pause. But the girls began to feel it more deeply. One said she woke to the sense of someone standing by her bed. Another described a shadow in the corner that didn't move like a shadow should. And Carolyn, she seemed to be the focus. She claimed something tugged at her clothes when no one was near. Whispers in empty rooms. Dirt appearing on the kitchen floor every morning, as if the house itself was rearranging things while they slept. Then came the name that would echo through horror history, Bathsheba Sherman. In The Conjuring, Bathsheba is the villain, a witch who cursed the land. But in reality, her story is murkier. Local legend tied her to the death of an infant in the 1800s. No trial, no evidence, just rumor. Yet Carolyn became convinced Bathsheba's spirit was hostile and targeting her specifically. By 1973, the family reached out to Ed and Lorraine Warren, the same investigators you see in the movie. Lorraine described the house as heavy with darkness. Not one presence, but many. Some harmless, some not. A seance followed. In the film, it's explosive. In reality, the Perrons say it was chaotic. Carolyn's voice changed. Her chair lifted. The daughters screamed. Roger, furious, demanded the Warrens leave. And they never returned. Here is the detail Hollywood barely touches. The Perrons stayed in that house until 1980, nearly 10 years. If it was truly that dangerous, why stay? Was it money? Attachment? Or was the haunting more complicated than the legend suggests? Andrea Perron later wrote books insisting it all happened, and more. Skeptics say old houses creak, memories twist, fear spreads. Believers point out 7 people plus investigators all reported similar things. That's not just imagination. The farmhouse still stands. Paranormal teams investigate. Visitors pay to stay overnight. Even new owners claimed strange activity. In 2022, it sold for over $1 million, marketed openly for its haunted history. But here's the unsettling truth. Bathsheba Sherman may never have committed any crime at all, which means the villain of The Conjuring might have been built entirely from rumor. So if it wasn't Bathsheba, then what was there? And if you had the chance one night alone in that farmhouse, no cameras, no investigators, no movie crew, would you stay?